Kavade, and welcome to Weekend Edition. I'm Sabrina Salas-Matanani. A federal study finds a 99% likelihood the Navy's use of sonar is making beaked whales beach themselves in the Marianas Islands. Chris Barnett has more.
It's extremely unlikely that their two are not related. Right. And that's kind of the point of the paper, is showing that it's almost 100% guaranteed that they're related.
Department of Agriculture, Division of Aquatic Wildlife Resources, fisheries biologist Brent Tibbetts on a federal study that shows there is a connection between stranded beaked whales in the Marianas Islands and the United States Navy's use of sonar. The findings? The research saying the Marianas Islands are a location where sonar-associated beachings of beaked whales occur. Beaked whales especially sensitive to sonar use, studies have shown. The research saying between August 2007 and January 2019, there were 8 stranding events, each of those events involving 1 to 3 whales, and 3 of those strandings occurring during or within 6 days after anti-submarine training conducted by the United States Navy.
The whales that are stranding are just the ones that we get to come up on shore. It's possible that whales are being affected by this and they just drift out to sea and we never see them.
The study was conducted by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration's Pacific Islands and Southwest Fisheries Science Centers, with Tibbetts also providing data for it. He said he expects sonar-related beaked whale beachings to increase with the impending military buildup on the way.
We anticipate that with the relocation going on, that these activities are only going to increase. And so we'd like to see what can be done now to minimize the impacts that increase would have on the resources around here.
But beaked whales aren't the only whales affected by the United States Navy's sonar use in the Marianas. Another NOAA study says humpback whales frequent the northern Mariana Islands.
It's found recently that humpback whales use the northern Marianas as an area to give birth and to begin to rear their calves. And so, because they are an endangered species, in addition to being protected by the Marine Mammal Protection Act, any activity in the water that may affect them has to be, the mitigation has to be described before any activities can happen in there. So that's another marine mammal species that could affect and will affect, I'm sure, the use of sonar or other activities in the water in the Northern Marianas.
The study, using public sonar records and cooperation from the Navy, it found that the Marianas Islands are home to at least 3 species of beaked whale. It also found the infrequent use of sonar may increase the severity of the reaction by beaked whales. It shows beaked whales may change their normal diving behavior when coming across Navy sonar. This reaction may cause bubbles in their blood, similar to the bends divers get, and this may make whales more likely to get stranded. Research also saying sonar has been shown to adversely affect dolphins as well. Tibbetts said there are ways the military can mitigate sonar's damaging effects on marine mammals.
Better testing for whales in advance of these sonar activities are really to minimize the impacts that they would have on the whales. In some places, actually, sonar use has been banned because of the relationship between the sonar use and the stranding of this particular species of whale.
For Guam's News Network, Chris Barnett reports.
Stolen credit cards and meth, that's what police found after responding to a couple arguing outside an Anigua coffee shop. According to court documents, police officers arrived in Anigua where Carlos Joseph Aflaguisalis Jr. and Rhiannon Marie Torres Blas were fighting outside of a silver car. Blas told police she got into a fight with her boyfriend, Salas, and before placing her inside the patrol car, she consented to a search of her waist pouch, where police found glass pipes, suspected meth, scales, and different sized resealable baggies, as well as 4 credit cards belonging to other people. When Blas was re-interviewed at the police station, she told police Salas wasn't her boyfriend and denied owning any of the drug items in her pouch. She also said Salas took her pouch the night before and returned it in the morning. Inside Salas's vehicle, police found a backpack with suspected marijuana, a digital scale, and resealable baggies with suspected meth. Salas said the bag belonged to his cousin. Police also found numerous credit cards belonging to other people. A supermarket assistant supervisor was arrested after allegedly forging receipts and stealing more than $2,000. Court documents state Calvin Klein Fernandez Galtira, who admitted he was using an existing vendor's account information to create the receipts for items the store never received, forged the store manager's signature. Galatzira said he had been running the scam since October. He claimed he did it because he needed money for a medical condition and didn't have insurance. With what was left over, he bought alcoholic beverages and over-the-counter pain medication. Galatzira was charged with 1 count of theft of deception as a second-degree felony. Dry season is here, and as of yesterday, Guam has already experienced over 60 grass fires. Jonah Gancharfer says more on what the community can do to prevent the spread of fires.
All of our wildfires are human caused. So whether it's an intentional set, which would then be arson, or it's the escaped backyard fire, we have to recognize across the board that all of these fires are human caused ignitions.
Christine Farron, Fire Program Manager for the Department of Agriculture's Forestry and Soil Resources Division, continues to reiterate the importance of fire safety, especially during this time of year.
It's dry season, it's been windy these last few weeks, and it's only going to get hotter. So what we can do as a community is just make the decision within our own home, our own household and backyard, that we are going to choose not to burn. Remember, that's prohibited without a permit.
Guam Fire Department Fire Chief Dan Stone.
I'd like to reemphasize with the public that the importance of them obtaining a permit from their local fire stations if they wish to do any open burning, because by going there they'll be able to get what the current weather conditions are and ensure that it's safe for them to do that open burning.
These grass fires affect everything from fresh drinking water to healthy vegetation. Farron adds parts of the island have lost a lot of topsoil over the years, washing into our bays as a result of these grass fires. This prompted the reforestation project.
It's a struggle because here we are planting and then we have to fight a wildfire that threatens the plantation, which happened unfortunately this season already. We didn't lose an entire plantation, but we lost a huge percentage. So I would say roughly about 70% of that plantation was burned, and that was hundreds of hours and volunteer hours put into that site.
Farron encourages the community not to burn, but if you do decide to burn, along with making sure you have a permit, make sure you
use a metal tunky, a metal container to be able to contain that fire, and we'd recommend like a 1/8 inch mesh, really small mesh wire to be able to hold whatever embers or ash or embers from flying out of that tunky. We need to be responsible with our own activities that start in our backyard. An unattended fire is already asking for trouble. Have your hose or water source close by. It doesn't take much for a fire to spread once it starts. It's fast.
She asks all of us to do our part.
Let's not create a situation where we are burning and losing resources across the island, because that impacts all of us.
Reporting for Guam News Network, I'm Jonah Gancharfer.
It's been a long-standing issue, Guam Fire Department's E911 system and the need for an upgrade. GFD Chief Daniel Stone says the plans for the next-gen system are coming to fruition.
Very excited about that. We are almost at the finish line with that. We are just finalizing negotiations, and once we are finished with those negotiations and the governor reviews and signs the contract, we'll order the notice to proceed, and hopefully within the next 9 to 12 months, next gen will be online for us.
As we've reported, the request for proposal included the ability to text the 911 center, and for those using their cell phones, they're able to pinpoint where the caller may be. He adds that once the latest technology and equipment is in the hands of their emergency medical dispatchers, it will be easier by way of dispatching resources and taking calls. Stone expects the contract to be signed by mid-March. With Judge Michael Berdalio's move to the federal district court, the local superior court now finds itself 2 judicial officers short on the bench. So the governor is calling on senators to act with all due haste in vetting the nomination of attorney Dana Gutierrez, who was nominated last November. The governor has expressed her intent for Gutierrez to replace Berdalio, and she will soon also announce another nominee to fill the second vacancy. Justice Committee Chair Senator Therese Terlahi responds, saying they're working diligently to properly evaluate the judicial nominee in accordance with Guam law and standing rules. Terlahi says the process is expected to be completed as early as next month. Adelup has not yet said who the next judge nominee will be. Stay tuned. Weekend conditions Weekend edition continues. We have trend spotting and still to come, the Guam Crime Stoppers report.
Get up-to-the-minute news, plus access to alerts, streaming radio, promotions, and more on your mobile device by downloading the KUAM News mobile app, available at the App Store now. Green Energy Solutions, Inc. would like to congratulate GU Self-Storage along with Calvo Enterprises in doing their part by going green with a monthly power reduction by over 80%. Power consumption before installation was 39,700 kilowatt hours. After installation ended in 6,221 kilowatt hours, which resulted in savings over $10,000 a month. GESI also offers LED lights, solar thermal VRF air conditioning, and solar photovoltaics. Visit our website and let us help you save.
Half the day, I'm in the club.
Half a day, welcome to Two Lovers Point.
Half a day, I'm in the club.
Celebrate life at the 10th annual Guam is Good Wine, Food, and Art Festival, Saturday, March 14th at the Cars Plus Showroom in Mighty from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m., featuring an art auction with guest artists, live music, the best wines of the world, paired with delectable food creations from Guam's premier culinary community, and a special beer garden from Guam Brewery and Antigua Brewing Company. Culinary presenters include Guam Barbecue Company, Kitchen Lingo, Kadu, Pika's Cafe, Mesla Chamorro Fusion Bistro, Press Guam, Crave Group, the Dusitani Resort, Boca Box, the Coconut Tree Company, and Spike Roasters, plus an artisanal cheese assortment from international distributors and Micronesian Brokers Incorporated, and baked goods assortment from Cup and Saucer. Tickets are $125 and include a collectible wine glass, endless unlimited wine tasting, and food pairings. Available at the Edward M. Calvo Cancer Foundation office in Hagåtña, Two Lovers Point, or at Cars Plus in Mighty. All proceeds benefit the Edward M. Calvo Cancer Foundation, providing assistance to cancer patients in Guam and the CNMI for over 15 years. Call 472-6223, visit our Facebook page or website guamisgood.org for more information. The 10th annual Guam is Good Wine, Food, and Art Festival is presented by Watch Health Check with Nurse Jen Artero every Tuesday for community health information, advisories, and news you and your family can use for leading a healthier lifestyle. Health Check during KUAM News Healthy Living. Health Check with Nurse Jen is presented by Island Cancer Center.
Half a day, a lot of people are talking about the coronavirus or COVID-19. Many of you may be concerned or experiencing anxiety, but the best thing to do is to remain calm. Don't panic. Stay ahead of the spread.
According to the Centers for Disease Control, one of the best ways to prevent yourself from getting COVID-19 is simply practicing good hygiene. Wash your hands for at least 20 seconds per session.
It's also important that you communicate that with your children too. If there's no soap or water, use hand sanitizer.
And I don't have to tell you this, but if your hands are dirty, don't touch your face. That's gross.
And remember, you don't have to go around wearing a mask all the time. That's only recommended if you're feeling sick or coughing.
And actually, if you are sick, you really should stay home. Don't go to school, don't go to work. Take the time you need to get better because you don't want anyone else to get sick. Hope this helps. From all of us at KUAM, stay ahead of the spread.
This message is brought to you by the KUAM Care Force.
From the State of the Island address to a historic proclamation signing, here's what's coming up next on Trend Spotting. Hafid everyone, I'm Cami Aguirola and welcome back to another episode of Trend Spotting. Today I'm here in the Guam Museum where the historic proclamation signing of Sakin Chamorro took place. And here are the topics that had you talking this week. Guam International Airport Authority Executive Manager Tom Atta met with airline executives about the recent spike in coronavirus cases in South Korea. There have been 107 flight cancellations, up from 57 a few days ago. Atta says the airport will be tightening its belt due to the loss in revenue. Also, the local Korean Airlines office advised that their flight attendant that had reportedly been infected does not fly the Guam route. Over on our KUAM News Instagram, we asked you if flights to and from Korea should be halted, and here are some of your responses. 180 of you said yes, we should halt the flights, and 8 of you had a different opinion. Here are some of your comments on Facebook. Helen Camacho Sikat said, "Our MAGA Haga and our elected leaders have the power to keep our island and people safe by not allowing any more flights coming in from these infected areas until the CDC has this deadly virus under control. This is a very serious public health threat, and I honestly feel that our island is not prepared to handle this." Art Murphy said, "Close up entry ports already. We don't know if the virus is here, and no one has been tested. Get a plan in place." And Joseph Cruz said, "You don't have the authority to stop flights from coming in from infected areas, but the governor does. The safety of our people comes first, then money." In her second State of the Island address, Governor Leon Guerrero announced several new initiatives. She also touted the government's finances have been stabilized, maintaining her position that the next month's minimum wage will go into effect. The governor, in the meantime, announced that the primary focus of her policy team in the coming year is universal health coverage through a system of public self-insurance. On crime, the governor urged the legislature to act on her Safer Guam initiatives, which was sent down in the form of several bills weeks ago. The governor also announced that she is signing an executive order reviving an interagency council on homelessness. She also pledged to work with Congressman Michael Nicholas on issues surrounding Compact Impact and HR 1365. KUAM listened to reactions to the governor's State of the Island address from those she campaigned with and against. Former Senator Tony Addis said,
"What she was lacking was on public safety, public health, and public education. The 3 top goals of any administration are those 3.
And Legislative Health Chair Therese Terlahi said measures to help the hospital are being ignored by the administration, including a Terlahi bill giving $10 million to GMH. Local songbird Stacia Guzman performed an absolutely beautiful song at the proclamation signing of Mesh Chamorro in Guam's native tongue, surrounded by several of the island's children. A historic moment was witnessed at the Guam Museum as Governor Leon Guerrero signed a proclamation amid amazing Chamorro musical performances, declaring Chamorro Month Mesh Chamorro to be Chamorro Year, Anu Chamorro, celebrating our island's indigenous culture, language, history, heritage, and pride throughout the calendar. Many of you took to the comments to show Stacia your support. Debbie Davis said, "This is the one thing I truly miss about Guam, the beautiful people and their Chamorro spirit." John Mendiola said, "Awesome. The island spirit of the people is strong. Magnificent performance." And Jerry Perlman said, "So happy to watch this representation of Guam." And lastly, what activities and events should our news team cover for Chamorro Month? Let us know in the comments, and be sure to check out our live stream of the reenactment of Magellan's Landing in Umatic this Monday. Jason, Sabrina, and Ken will be streaming all the festivities. And that's all for this week on Trend Spotting. Suzuas Maasi for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
Today, a lot of people are talking about the coronavirus or COVID-19. Many of you may be concerned or experiencing anxiety, but the best thing to do is to remain calm. Don't panic. Stay ahead of the spread.
According to the Centers for Disease Control, one of the best ways to prevent yourself from getting COVID-19 is simply practicing good hygiene. Wash your hands for at least 20 seconds per session.
It's also important that you communicate that with your children too. If there's no soap or water, use hand sanitizer.
And I don't have to tell you this, but if your hands are dirty, don't touch your face. That's gross.
And remember, you don't have to go around wearing a mask all the time. That's only recommended if you're feeling sick or coughing.
And actually, if you are sick, you really should stay home. Don't go to school, don't go to work. Take the time you need to get better, because you don't want anyone else to get sick. Hope this helps. From all of us at KUAM, stay ahead of the spread.
This message is brought to you by the KUAM Care Force.
Why pay full price? We'll help you save. Check out KUAM deals on KUAM.com/deals for the island's hottest promos, sales, discounts, and so much more. KUAM deals exclusively on KUAM.com. Find your deals today and let us help you save.
Celebrate life at the 10th annual Guam is Good Wine, Food, and Art Festival, Saturday, March 14th at the Cars Plus showroom in Mighty from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m., featuring an art auction with guest artists, live music, the best wines of the world, paired with delectable food creations from Guam's premier culinary community, and a special beer garden from Guam Brewery and Antigua Brewing Company. Culinary presenters include Guam Barbecue Company, Kitchen Lingo, Kadu, Pika's Cafe, Mesla Chamorro Fusion Bistro, Press Guam, Crave Group, the Dusitani Resort, Boca Box, the Coconut Tree Company, and Spike Roasters, plus an artisanal cheese assortment from international distributors and Micronesian Brokers Incorporated, and baked goods assortment from Cup and Saucer. Tickets are $125 and include a collectible wine glass, endless unlimited wine tasting, and food pairings. Available at the Edward M. Calvo Cancer Foundation office in Hagåtña, to Lovers Point, or at Cars Plus in Mighty. All proceeds benefit the Edward M. Calvo Cancer Foundation, providing assistance to cancer patients in Guam and the CNMI for over 15 years. Call 472-6223, visit our Facebook page or website guamisgood.org for more information. The 10th annual Guam is Good Wine, Food, and Art Festival is presented by
There are more ways to experience Guam via KUAM News, giving you what you want, when you want, and how you want it. From smart devices, Alexa, what's in the news?
Here's your flash briefing.
Over the web, on mobile, on streaming platforms, with immersive, interactive formats, and via social media where it's more than just content, it's conversation. More ways to keep you informed and entertained whenever you want it, wherever you are, on whatever device you're using.
Hafaday, I'm Sergeant Paul Tapao, your Guam Crime Stoppers Coordinator, and this is your Crime of the Week. On Tuesday, February 25th, officers assigned to the Dededo Precinct Command entertained a burglary complaint that occurred at Vicente Benavente Middle School in Dededo. Now, the preliminary police report suggests that school officials arrived for daily operations only to discover that 5 classrooms were maliciously damaged and items stolen from within the rooms. Further assessments were made where school officials discovered that a restroom was also entered and damaged as well. Now, the students from Benavente Middle School is reaching out to the community for their help relative to the school break-in. Should anyone who may have information about this crime, you're encouraged to submit a tip online at guam.crimestoppersweb.com. All tip information will remain completely confidential, and a cash reward of up to $1,000 could be paid if the information provided leads to an arrest and a grand jury indictment. Your call does make a difference.
If you have any information about this case, please call the Guam Crime Stoppers at 477-HELP or text 688-STOP. You can also visit our webpage at www.guam.crimestoppersweb.com or call the Guam Police Department at 475-8615-6 or 7. Guam Crime Stoppers wants to remind the public that we do not use caller ID and you do not have to leave your name. You can receive a cash reward of up to $1,000 if the information provided leads to the arrest and conviction for the person or persons responsible for this crime or any other crime.
In 2019, we raised the bar by launching the first ever lifetime powertrain warranty on new Hyundais. And now we're excited to share that starting February 1st, all new 2020 Jeeps, Ram trucks, and Dodge Performance cars will come with a lifetime powertrain warranty. That includes all your favorites like the Jeep Gladiator and award-winning Ram 1500.
So come on over to Cars Plus and experience what makes us different, like our homegrown culture, state-of-the-art facility, world-class products, and unparalleled value.
It makes myself and it makes my team members very proud to work for an organization that has been on island for many years with its focus on reliability, dependability, and commitment to the communities that they operate in.
Matson's a great corporate citizen to the community.
We all benefit from any sort of environmental commitment we make. One of the ways that we do that is with our Adahi Utano program. There's action behind it, and so action breeds commitment.
With the Kaimana Gila coming to Guam, this brings a new age and modernization to the island.
It's exciting for me because it's a brand new ship and we can carry more freight into the island. It just shows growth for Guam and Micronesia.
Matson would be nothing without its customers, and we hope to continue to serve you for decades to come.
Today, a lot of people are talking about the coronavirus or COVID-19. Many of you may be concerned or experiencing anxiety, but the best thing to do is to remain calm. Don't panic. Stay ahead of the spread.
According to the Centers for Disease Control, one of the best ways to prevent yourself from getting COVID-19 is simply practicing good hygiene. Wash your hands for at least 20 seconds per session.
It's also important that you communicate that with your children too. If there's no soap or water, use hand sanitizer.
And I don't have to tell you this, but if your hands are dirty, don't touch your face. That's gross.
And remember, you don't have to go around wearing a mask all the time. That's only recommended if you're feeling sick or coughing.
And actually, if you are sick, you really should stay home. Don't go to school, don't go to work. Take the time you need to get better because you don't want anyone else to get sick. Hope this helps. From all of us at KUAM, stay ahead of the spread.
This message is brought to you by the KUAM Care Force. Join us in saluting those making strides and serving in our armed forces every Tuesday on the KUAM News Instagram account. These weekly posts round up profiles of Guamanians receiving accolades in the armed forces, those stationed on Guam making a difference in our community, and veterans being recognized for their service. Presented by Future Smiles Orthodontics. Build a brighter future with a brighter smile.
Celebrate life at the 10th annual Guam is Good Wine, Food, and Art Festival, Saturday, March 14th at the Cars Plus showroom in Mighty from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Featuring an art auction with guest artists, live music, the best wines of the world, paired with delectable food creations from Guam's premier culinary community, and a special beer garden from Guam Brewery and Antigua Brewing Company. Culinary presenters include Guam Barbecue Company, Kitchen Lingo, Kadu, Pika's Cafe, Mesla Chamorro Fusion Bistro, Press Guam, Crave Group, the Dusitani Resort, Boca Box, the Coconut Tree Company, and Spike Roasters, plus an artisanal cheese assortment from international distributors and Micronesian Brokers Incorporated, and baked goods assortment from Cup and Saucer. Tickets are $125 and include a collectible wine glass, endless unlimited wine tasting, and food pairings. Available at the Edward M. Calvo Cancer Foundation office in Hagåtña, to Lovers Point, or at Cars Plus in Mighty. All proceeds benefit the Edward M. Calvo Cancer Foundation, providing assistance to cancer patients in Guam and the CNMI for over 15 years. Call 472-6223, visit our Facebook page or website guamisgood.org for more information. The 10th annual Guam is Good Wine, Food, and Art Festival is presented by
And before we close out the news, here's your latest round of birthday shout-outs from the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club.
Happy birthday, Tristan Didasco. Happy birthday on you to our leap year boy. Mommy, Daddy, and the rest of the family love you so much. Izora Guerrero, wishing my daughter Izora a very happy 6th birthday on February 24th. Much love to her from Mom and the rest of the family, Marvin, Brian, Jaron, Absidy, and Gian.
And that's it for Weekend. Thanks so much for watching. Good night.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Green Energy Solutions, Inc. Visit GESIGuam.com or call 647-8111 for more details on how we can help your business save money.